Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of me and to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. And yeah, big show today. We've got an announcement from Tony Khan, and we've got the final of the Pillars tournament to determine who will challenge MJF at Double or Nothing, or at least that's what we thought. There's some developments on that. But yeah, there's lots going on. We've got a big debut as well, so let's get straight into it. Orange Cassidy v Bandido for the AEW International Championship. Bandido took Orange Cassidy down early on and started posing. The International Champion reciprocated the same shortly after. The two stars exchanged some moves in the initial sequence as Cassidy took the challenger out with a Hurricane Rana. He went for a suicide dive on the outside, but Bandido caught him and dropped him on the barricades. Lucha there hit a shoulder tackle in the corner before applying a stretch muffler in the middle of the ring. OC somehow reached the bottom rope. Bandido hit a drop kick and followed it up with a suicide dive on the apron and then slammed Cassidy on the steel sets. Bandido got a 2 after he was on the steel. He then applied the surfboard with a submission move and kept up the momentum in the bout. Cassidy then countered with a Stunner-like move before starting his trademark offense. Bandido stopped him with a couple of pump kicks, but Cassidy slammed his head down onto the turnbuckle and took Bandido down with a diving crossbody and followed out with a Michinoku driver for 2. Bandido then got a close 2 after hitting an elevator cutter in the middle of the ring and got out of the turnbuckle and hit the frog splash through a possible tribute to Eddie Guerrero. However, Cassidy recovered shortly after and hit the British break to retain his title. And yeah, as expected with these two, this was a really good match and gets the 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, Cassidy retains and continues on his really solid title reign. But yeah, Bandido put on a really good match here and looking forward to seeing what he can do in AEW. You know he's back. So yeah, good stuff, 7 out of 10. Jeff Jarrett was then in action against Dax Harwood and 2 squared off in the middle before Dax overpowered Jeff. The latter then took down Harwood with a shoulder tackle and then a hip toss. One half of the tag champions retaliated with a few shots, but Jarrett stopped the momentum. Harwood then hit a snap suplex and followed up with a leg drop for a 2 and then unloaded with chops on the turnbuckle. But JJ dropped him down on the mat. Jeff Jarrett then stunned Dax Harwood on the barricades and locked for a chair shot. However, Harwood kicked the weapon out of his hand. Jeff then dropped Harwood on the apron to get the upper hand in the contest, and the two stars exchanged heavy strikes at one point before the last targeted Harwood's knee. The latter responded with a diving headbutt for a 2 and then got a near fall with a backside. Harwood hit a pile driver on Jeff Jarrett for another 2. The action then briefly spilled to the outside. Towards the end, Harwood was in control of the match, but Sonjay came out of nowhere and pulled his leg. Harwood then chased that, however, into the ring, but Jarrett hit the stroke to win on Dynamite. And yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Really good match this, I thought. Dax picking up another win. Jeff picking up a win, which obviously build up the momentum for Lethal and Jarrett and all that. And yeah, I don't know, it's an intriguing first title defense for FTR, but you know, in a way I kind of like it. So yeah, this is good stuff, 7 out of 10. Orlo was then facing an enhancement talent and ended his opponent's misery with a 4th powerbomb symphony and yeah, picked up the pinfall victory. Post-match though, Marlon Anderson took the microphone and opened up in his alliance with Orlo and hyped up Mr. Mayhem for adding that he needs to add a main street to be even more successful in AEW. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus came out to confront Anderson and Orlo in the ring. However, they turned around without entering square circle to win the segment. And yeah, I think it's a good first feud for Orlo. That gives him a win, but you know, not giving me a win by any means, whoever he faces. So yeah, that was good stuff. Gets 6 out of 10 and hype for this relationship. Darby then took on Sammy in the main event of the Pillars tournament, and Darby took Guevara down early on with a side headlock before the latter backed him up to the corner. After a back and forth, Guevara got a 2. However, Allen got back to his submission holds to maintain the momentum. Guevara countered the with a knee strike, and the action briefly spills to the outside. The two stars battled on the apron, and Guevara took a cheat shot to the groin area before behind the referee's back. He then hit a moonsault on the outside and slammed Allen on the barricade. The Spanish God then applied the walls of Jericho in the middle of the ring, but Darby somehow reached the bottom rope, and both men were on the turnbuckles, and Allen had a bad landing. Guevara then hit a frog splash for a 2, and Allen went for a dive on the outside, but Guevara countered it with a cutter. Allen then placed the JAS member on the table, but Taymano came down to the ring to a distraction. Guevara hit the Spanish fly to get another 2. This time Guevara placed Allen on the table and hit the 630 senton splash on top of it. Allen made a comeback with a shotgun dropkick and went for the coffin drop, but AEW World Champion MJF then handed Allen his skateboard and hid from the referee. Guevara dropped down on the mat, forcing the referee to cause a DQ. Post-match, MJF and Guevara laid down and beat down on Darby. Jack Perry then came out and saved and chased the heels away. Shortly after, a tag team match was announced for next week between the 4 men, and if Jack Perry and Darby Allin emerge victorious, then they will both be added to the world title match at Double or Nothing. And yeah, I think it's kind of a 4-way match that we all expected. It's probably going to happen. So yeah, not too much of a surprise there, you have to say. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm kind of liking the different ways the story's getting. So it gets 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, good stuff. Next up on Dynamite, I fired Adam Cole, recalled last week's vicious beatdown and called out Chris Jericho and almost returned to the back to look for Jericho, but he finally showed up on the Titantron. Jericho said he doesn't want to be anywhere around him and berated him for letting Britt Baker get attacked 7 days ago. He then instructed the JS members to attack Cole once more. Orange Cassidy and Bandido came out to make the save, but they got outnumbered by the heel, and Roderick Strong made his AEW debut and chased the heels away. He then hugged Adam Cole and celebrated to win the segment. And yeah, Roderick Strong in AEW, I presumed he was still under contract with WWE, so this was a major surprise, but I'm very happy about this. And yeah, can't wait to see what he can do in there. And Undisputed Era of the Elite, it's happening. Jake Cargill then took on Taya Valkyrie for the TBS title. Both stars squared off in the middle of the ring. Cargill mocked Valkyrie, and the latter responded by slapping the champion. After a back and forth, Valkyrie went for the road to Valhalla, but Cargill got out of the move. The challenger then sent Jade out of the ring. Cargill got the advantage on the outside and got a 2 count shortly after. Valkyrie made her comeback with a kick, but the champion hit a suplex and then hit Kane's Joshua for a 2. Towards the end of the match, Valkyrie looked for the route to Valhalla, but she stopped after remembering it would get her DQ'd. Cargill took advantage and hit the Jaded to retain the title. Post-match, an angry Valhalla looked to lock in her submission on Aubrey Edwards, but the official stopped her. And yeah, this was a bit weird, I can't lie. Yeah, it's just a bit of a weird stipulation, easy way out. But yeah, Ty Valkyrie going full meltdown at the end. So yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to see where it goes, whether it's the end or not. But yeah, hopefully it's not, because I'm being into this feud so far, I have to say. So it gets 6 out of 10 for me, but let's see where it goes. In our main event, it was Omega and Takeshita taking on the Butcher and the Blade. Takeshita and the Blade started the match for their teams, and the latter was in control, but Takeshita hit a drop kick. Omega was then tagged in, and the babyfaces kept up the momentum in the initial stages. The Cleaner then hit a Hurricane Rana on the Blade, however, Kip and got a cheap shot at them. The Butcher and the Blade then dominated during this stage. Omega made a tackle to Takeshita and battled away with the Butcher and took him down with a clothesline. He then hit a Brainbuster for a 2. And the Blade came in and attacked Takeshita, but Omega took him out. The Japanese star then hit a Blue Thunder Bomb for a 2. Towards the end of the match, Takeshita hit a Power Drive knee on the Butcher to pick up the win. Post-match, Danielson took shots at Omega and called Takeshita the only pro wrestler in the ring. Suddenly, the BCC attacked the duo. The Young Bucks also came out to make a save, but they got outnumbered. BCC wanted to form an alliance with Takeshita, but he later denied it. Wheeler the Yuta then hit a low blow, and the heel group unloaded on Takeshita. Moxley attacked the Japanese star with a screwdriver as the show came to an end. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 for me. This was really, really good. The match was really good. Loving the dynamic between Takeshita and Omega, I have to say. And yeah, the ending as well with the BCC. I can't wait for that match whenever we get it, because it's going to be great. So yeah, on the whole, this was all good. 7 out of 10 from me. Good stuff. Overall this week, Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, on the whole, just a very, very good 2 hours of wrestling, I thought, this week. Yeah. Nothing incredible like Match of the Year stuff, but it didn't need to be. Some good storytelling, a massive debut as well in Roderick Strong. Can't wait to see what he can do in the promotion. And yeah, just on the whole, a very, very good episode of TV. So yeah, good stuff. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. To like, share, subscribe, don't forget to comment, and follow the show for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.